Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Joy again, and today I want us to talk about hand expression and why you should hand express. Now, hand expression is not really common where I come from, Uganda, but I would actually love to spread the gospel. I would actually love to spread the gospel of hand expression, and this is why. So one of the reasons could be that you do not have a pump, either a manual pump or an electric pump. Okay, so maybe you don't have the money to buy it yet, yes, but you can do what we call hand expression. Use your own hands to get the milk out of your breasts. So yes, hand expression is, very cost effective because you don't need a pump. Okay, and then there are also instances where you have a pump but then maybe power is off, okay, and yet your pump needs electricity to work. Or maybe you have a manual pump and you're tired of it. Yes, because I had a manual pump and it would make my fingers and my arms pain when I'm using it. So I was so fed up of using it. But also, most of the time when your manual pump is treating you that way, like you're feeling pain when you're using it, it's because you're using it the wrong way. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, because I'm about to post another video showing you guys how to use the manual pump the right way. Yes, but today we are talking hand expression. Now with hand expression, it's so simple. You use your hands and collect the milk out of your breasts for your baby. With hand expression, all you got to do is prepare yourself, wash your hands, get a container, your collection container, massage your breasts with a warm cloth, and then start collecting the milk. Now, if you want a detailed video on hand expression, I already have it showing you perfectly well how to hand express. Now, you can check out that video on my channel. I'm going to attach its link in the description box, and please, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, because on this channel I give you all the tips you need on breastfeeding, pregnancy, baby care, name it. So if you have interest in how best to breastfeed your baby, or the tips, how best to hand express, this is the place for you to be. So please hit the subscribe button and let's continue. Now, what are some of the reasons one would actually want to hand express? Apart from not having a pump, the other reason could be because you're away from your pump. So maybe you've gone for a party, or you're at work, away from your baby and away from your pump, and then your breasts feel like they're really engorged, like full of breast milk, and you need to relieve yourself. Yes, now hand expression comes in handy at this point. Okay, so you can use your hands to get that milk out of your breasts so that you get some relief. Yes, and then you could also hand express when your baby is sick. Sometimes when our little ones are sick, they take very little of the breast milk. So you could hand express some of that milk out and keep it for later. And by the way, ladies, I always say, don't waste that milk. Okay, if you're in a place where you don't have a proper way of collecting and preserving the milk, then you can just keep it in any container, and when you get back home, you can use it to bathe your baby. Did you even know that? Yes, breast milk is so good on your baby's skin. Actually, breast milk has the best nutrients for your baby in every way. And breast milk is also good for your baby's skin. So if you want your baby to have a very good skin, a very soft, beautiful skin, no rashes, no what, actually, even if your baby already has the rashes, you can always mix your breast milk into their bath water and their skin will improve, and you'll see that your baby will end up having a good skin. So yes, when you hand express, please do keep the milk. Because someone could say, right now I don't have my collection containers that I always put in the milk, or I don't have the fridge and I'm going to be away for like past 8 hours, and yet if it's not in the fridge it should only last 4 hours. No, don't worry, let it last that much. When you get home, use it to bathe your baby. You just have to mix it in the water you're going to bathe your baby, and then you bathe them with that water and they'll have a beautiful skin. So back to hand expression. That is one of the reasons you could hand express, because I was saying that you could hand express because your baby is sick and they're not taking in as much. Usually when our babies get sick, they take in very little of the milk because they lose their appetite. So yes, at this point you can hand express your milk out and keep it for later, or use it for, you know, those purposes I've given you. The other reason you could have to hand express is probably because you've given birth to a premature baby and they can't feed directly. So you have to hand express the milk out and then they will be fed in the NICU, yeah? That's another reason to hand express. Even with breast engorgement, when you feel like your breasts are really huge and full and painful, hand expression can help you relieve your breasts. So in that situation, you feel like your breasts are painful, they're full of milk, and you need some relief, please do hand express the milk out and you will feel much better. And most importantly, before I forget, hand expression increases your breast milk supply. Did you know that? Well, now you know. Yes, hand expression helps you increase your breast milk supply. Now the steps of hand expression are the best steps in increasing your milk supply, because first of all, you have skin to skin contact. You're using your hands to touch your breasts, and when you do that, your breasts, your brain is sending a message. You know, there's a way your body connects, yeah? So when you use your hands to massage the breasts and then you use that home compression, there's a way it melts the milk in there, and then before you know it, you will realize that your milk supply has increased. Actually, at that moment in time, you will be able to collect more milk than you would have collected without hand expression. But then also, the next time you try to hand express or pump or breastfeed your baby, you will realize you actually have more milk than before. And why is that? That's because hand expression helps you increase your breast milk supply. Yeah, so that's how important hand expression is. So please try it. Try it, do it. If you don't know how best to hand express, please watch my video on how to hand express, yeah? I'm going to attach its link in the description box. So go ahead, watch it, and before you watch it, please subscribe. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Then go ahead, watch that video, and you will learn clearly how best to hand express, because in that video I give you a clear explanation, a visual explanation. I was showing you guys how to hand express in that video, so that's a must watch. Yeah, and then also you can hand express just to keep milk for your baby. Yeah, so you could be with your baby, you're done breastfeeding them, and then you want to keep more milk, you want to keep a stash of milk for your baby. Even then, you can use hand expression to collect that milk after breastfeeding your baby. And I always encourage moms to do this after breastfeeding their babies. Even if it's pumping, and pumping is a part of your routine, it's always best to do it after breastfeeding your baby, because your baby's daily feed comes first, yeah? So if it's today, your baby's feeding today comes first before tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Today is guaranteed. Now is guaranteed, yeah? So please feed your baby first, and then after feeding your baby, then you can go ahead and do hand expression. So yes, after feeding your little one, you can hand express to be able to collect a stash of breast milk to keep in the fridge for your little one. And do you know how best to store that breast milk? Well, let me give you some of the ways to store it. So you can buy storage containers for breast milk, you know, those zip lock bags, and then you can keep the milk in the freezer. If you keep it in the freezer, it lasts for even longer than 6 months, but it's best to use it before the end of 6 months. If you're keeping it in the fridge, you can use it, I think, within 4 days, yeah, if you're only keeping it in the fridge and not the freezer. If you don't have a fridge, then you have to use the milk within 4 hours, yeah? And if you haven't used the milk within the 4 hours, then I would suggest you use it. If it's later, don't feed it to your baby. You can maybe use it in their bath water before it gets spoiled, yeah? Don't use spoiled milk. So use it before it gets spoiled, yeah? Yes, so guys, those are some of the ways as to why you, a mother, should hand express. Okay? And hand expression is that good. It has all that very many uses. So please go ahead and hand express. If you've never tried it, Try it. There are so many moms out there who struggle and they move with their baby everywhere they go. You know, your baby is now like your handbag. Everywhere you go, you move with your baby. Everywhere you go, you move with your baby. And your reason is because your baby is exclusively breastfeeding. But no, exclusive breastfeeding doesn't mean that your baby must always be with you. Like, you can't even get time to go to the salon, you know, to maybe work on your hair. You don't even have time to go for a party somewhere. You want to go for a wedding, you know, you probably have a meeting to attend, but you feel like you have to go with your baby everywhere. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe you want to go for a doctor's appointment and you feel like you have to carry your baby alone. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Exclusive breastfeeding doesn't mean that you must move with your baby. No. Do what we call hand expression, as long as you don't have a pump. Or actually, when you get used to hand expression, you might even prefer hand expression to the pump. Yeah, the more you do it, the more you get used to it, and the more you get the hang of it, and the more you do it, the more milk you collect. So you realize your milk keeps increasing. The milk you collect keeps increasing. Yeah. So yes, you don't have to move with your baby everywhere, or you do not have to stay at home, tied home to your baby because you're breastfeeding exclusively. No, please do hand expression, keep the milk, and use it for later when you have to move about. All right, guys, that's all I had for you today. I think you have realized I'm so excited today. I don't know why either, but that's it. Yeah, yes. So please do subscribe. Actually, I'll be more excited if you guys do subscribe to my YouTube channel. So please do subscribe and hit the like button if you do love this video, because I know you do love it. And go ahead and watch my other videos as well. Don't forget to share it with your friends. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.